Okay, so today we have 97 days till the wedding. Today is Sunday. Today went by really fast, um, as they tend to. I was hoping to get a lot more done today, and the day just went by like a blur. But I'm okay with that. You need a day of recovery, and today was that day for me. Um, just taking it easy. I have some tea right here that's way too hot to drink right now, so I'll let that cool down. Um, but I did do a short gym session. I didn't get to wash my car, but I look forward to doing that tomorrow. Went to the in-laws house with Gina and um, had dinner. I got to fly my drone a bit, and I will show that after this. And I'll also put in some of the drone footage that I've gotten so far. Um, I'm pretty excited about it. I got the Fly More package by DJI. I got the Mavic Mini 2. This little drone right here. Fit in like a coat pocket. But it comes with the drone, which opens up. I always open up the wrong ones first. You have to open them up in a certain order. But this one here comes with 3 batteries. Each battery flies for about 31 minutes. It has a 4K camera on a gimbal, which stabilizes it incredibly. It has level 5 wind rating, so you can fly this thing in pretty good winds. My last drone could not do that. So this thing has been a lot of fun. I look forward to learning it more and getting more shots. But this is one of the items I bought to just go out and play, like have more fun, get out there and, enjoy myself instead of just constantly always working. So, yeah, I'll put that footage up right now. But hopefully tomorrow I could go on a little bit more adventures, get some more footage. But today just went by way too fast. I did my best, but I got to be kind to myself and just relax, enjoy my tea, and just enjoy the process. So until tomorrow. Okay, so this is just a little bit of the footage that I got today. You see McCarran Boulevard, the Truckee River, downtown Reno in the background. Just beautiful, just the colors. Cars driving around in the neighborhoods. Now this switches over to some footage that I've gotten. I love these. These are called dronies. I did not name that. There's my truck. This is the day that I went and bought the GoPro Hero 8 off someone that was selling it in Truckee, California. And that's where the droney ends, and then this is where I took over manually. This was still like one of the first times I flew the drone. I think this was like day 2. So still learning, still getting comfortable with it. I really like this part. this really starts to look cinematic to me when I start gaining altitude and flying away. My favorite part is when you can start to see that bridge in the back. Just like things like this, like I truly cherish these kind of things. In the past, you would have to have a helicopter, like pay a helicopter pilot to fly you to get footage like this. And now anyone can really do it. And I have not pushed this thing to its limits. I'm still very cautious. I don't want to lose it. And as you're flying it, the thing I noticed right away is you could fly this out of sight. So that little drone, it fits in your pocket, and that's great for traveling. But when it's in the sky and it's going, like you cannot see it with your eyes, and that's very hard for me. I'm very used to being able to see things, and that little drone will just disappear into the sky, literally to the point where I can't see it. The DJI has a feature where you could request it to like go back home. So to the takeoff point, it will automatically go to a certain altitude and then fly back to where it launched, and then it'll descend. So that's a really cool feature. I haven't had to use it yet, but that's it's good to know I have that in my back pocket just in case. I love seeing how the cars are all driving around and life's just going on about. Well, that's an adventure mobile right there. The gentleman I bought the GoPro from actually drove up as I was landing the drone on my hand, and he thought it was the coolest thing. And then this was on the drive home. I kept seeing a bunch of turnouts, and I really wanted to go out and fly the drone a bit, and I kept missing the turnouts, and it was actually kind of bad. I kept missing one after another, and then I saw this one, and I was like, well, I just got to do it, and I was I was going faster than I wanted to, and it was fun. It was an adventurous and bumpy exit of the freeway, but it's all good. It was I just like things a little bit more planned usually, but it worked out all right. And this is really fun. Again, still getting used to the controls. So some of the panning gets a little jolty, but um, I'm starting to get the hang of it. Again, this was only day two. Um, Look at that red semi truck. It just looks so cool. I wish I would have focused on it. You can see how the light metering isn't the strongest on the drone, but you can mess with the settings and get better shots. And then if you plan shots, so like facing this way, this is facing east. Um, the lighting looks great because the sun's setting in the west. So you really have to plan your shots, just like with anything. Um, know where the light is and use that to your advantage. But look at the shot. Like if I was like focusing on that semi, that's such a cool shot. I want to see if I could get some friends together and maybe have someone like drive the Tesla and someone, like maybe I could be on the side of the road recording the Tesla just like from heights. I think that'd be really neat. I really want to get a shot when the train goes by. Again, I feel so appreciative of being able to capture shots like this. It just does something for the imagination. At this point, I was like, "Oh, how far did I go?" But at the bottom of the frame, I already passed myself. I thought I was flying towards myself right now, but I was flying away from myself. It's really easy to lose your orientation. Well, not orientation, but distance. I thought I flew much further east than I actually had. And I'm like, so I thought I was like past those trees right there. And I was like looking for myself. And I'm like, man, where am I? But then I realized it in a bit. And I think I spin it around. I think right here, I was like, wait, there's no turnout. And I was like, wait, mistakes have been made. Realize my error. And then I'm like, oh. And then again, it looked like I was flying for a bit west. And look, I didn't even fly that much farther than my truck. And I was paying so much attention to the drone, I didn't even notice that someone was also in that turnout. I definitely need to pay more attention when I do that. Don't want anyone sneaking up. I know it's not the most exciting footage, but just so much fun though. Again, I realized that I didn't fly too far to the east and that I'm just right there, so I start to descend. And I'm trying to line myself up so that when I descend, I don't hit a tree. I don't really know what I was doing right there. I'm starting to understand why people fly with a spotter. So one person will fly the drone and one will actually have their eyes on the drone, just to, especially like on like when you're approaching yourself again, because that's when it's really dangerous because you can fly into a tree. One stray branch could really mess you up. So right here, I start thinking about like, oh, this shot will probably be cool. So this is me moving that gimbal. So I'm um, losing altitude and then moving the gimbal up because it was pointing a lot more down. The truck looks so cool. I love the old square F-Series trucks. And then this was on my trip down to Southern California to visit my aunt, and got to hang out with my friends for a bit. Just a little droney while I was supercharging. That lady was really cool. She was very interested in the drone. And this is just another droney while driving down to Southern California on the 395. This is beautiful. You really lose scale in this, though. It's hard to tell how high I am, um, and then there you go. Get a little sense of scale right there. And I think right here I start practicing on trying to track that semi truck. I just I really want to be able to master like that smooth pen. Like, see right there, I stopped for just a bit. I would rather have slowed down to try to keep it in the center of the frame. But you're doing about three things at once, you know, controlling the gimbal, um, and the like left, right, up, down. Like, it's just, there's a lot going on all at once. Right there, I start gaining a little bit of altitude. And this was a really cool spot because there was no height restrictions. So you could fly pretty much till the drone, like to the drone's limits. Depending on how close you are to an airport, that limits how high you can fly. And I don't know if it's actual, like if the drone will stop flying. I haven't tested it, and I don't want to. I really want to be responsible, and I think if you're flying a drone, you really should be responsible because it's going to be those, you know, those idiots that push the limits, hurt someone, and ruin flying drones for everyone. Right there, I was tracking that car, and then I decided to switch to track me, and I'm just kind of just like freestyling it and seeing what kind of different shots look fun, or just trying different things out. So right here, so see, I'm uh, descending, and then I'm like raising the gimbal to try to keep me somewhat in the center or the road, and then trying to end with like a little bit of the sky, you know, trying to play with the thirds. And this is all just practice. I have not flown much. And then I start to want to uh, like fly in one direction and just gather some of that footage. It's really hard to see when you're recording. It's really hard to tell like how close to the ground you are. Um, and like, you know, the like right there, the that's a big like ravine, like it like dips down a lot, but Like when you're flying, it kind of looks flat. So I'm always worried I'm gonna like fly and just like run right into something. And just to like put that in scale, like imagine if you hit a branch and that thing goes down, the drone will probably be fine, but you gotta go hike. Like look how far my car is. It's that little speck. I would have to walk and hike all the way over there to get my drone to go recover it. So that, and then you have to find it. That would also be challenging. I think it's tracked on the GPS, but still, I can imagine that being challenging. Just look how small the car looks right there. Yeah, but I think pretty sure it's getting close to the end. Um, but it's been a lot of fun. It's truly been a lot of fun recording and just allowing myself to play. Just enjoying. Um, as someone once told me, the name for this, it's called recreational tools, is what he calls it. Because I was calling them toys, and he was like, "No, they're recreational tools." And I thought it was really clever, and I liked it, and I've borrowed it ever since. And I know these videos haven't been the most entertaining, but um, I'm forcing myself to do this so I get used to it and hopefully get better with time. I'll see you guys.